Hi there everybody, thank you for clicking on this video. So we're going to do something a little bit differently for the last 5 days of Read Aloud time because we're done with the one and only Ivan. So what I've done is I've picked 5 picture books that are just my absolute favorite picture books. I chose these books for a lot of different reasons. I like the story, I like the message, I like the author, I like the pictures. There's a lot of different reasons and I'm going to go into and talk about all of them. If you've heard these stories before, please listen and watch along with me. It's never a bad idea to listen to a story again, especially a great picture book like the ones that I have chosen. So we're gonna get started with probably my all-time favorite picture book of ever. And let's go. So probably my favorite picture book ever is called The Giving Tree. It is by Shel Silverstein. So Shel Silverstein is a author. He's more of a poet, so he writes a lot of poetry, and then he created this really amazing book called The Giving Tree. If you've heard it before, it's a really happy story, but it's also a really sad story, and I like stories like that. I like stories that are happy and sad because it's sad for a good reason, and I'll kind of talk about it at the end of the story. I just think it has a really good message. I put it in with the friendship category because it's a really big story about friendship and love, and giving and loving someone and loving a friendship. So let's go. The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. And then there's a dedication. It says, "For Nikki. Once there was a tree. And she loved a little boy." So there he is, and there's our tree. "And every day the boy would come. And he would gather her leaves." So I love how sometimes he writes differently. Looks like the leaves are falling and the words are falling. It's so fun. "And make them into crowns and play king of the forest. And he would climb her trunk." There he is, climbing. "And swing from her branches." There he is. "And eat apples." There's his little shoes. "And they would play hide and go seek." "And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade." So you got there's his little shoes, there's the apple, he's sleeping. "And the boy loved the tree. Very much. And the tree was happy." So then they carve their initials and they love each other. So it's a really good friendship. But time went by. And the boy grew older. And the tree was often alone. So you can even see how the tree is feeling here. The tree looks kind of sad. "Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, 'Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy.' 'I'm too big to climb and play,' said the boy. 'I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?' 'I'm sorry,' said the tree, 'but I have no money. I only have leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money and you will be happy.' And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy." But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy. And she said, "Come, boy, Climb up my trunk, swing from my branches, and be happy. I'm too busy to climb trees, said the boy. I want a house to keep warm, he said, and I want a wife, and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house? I have no house, said the tree. The forest is my home, but you may cut off my branches and build a house, and then you will be happy. And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and when he came back, the tree was so happy. She could hardly speak. Come, boy, she whispered. Come and play. I'm too old and sad to play, said the boy. I want to take a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat? Cut down my trunk and make a boat, said the tree. Then you will sail away and be happy. So if you notice, the boy is just getting older and older and older. And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. So remember this, it's me and T, me and tree. So it's the only part that's left of the tree. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. I'm sorry, boy, said the tree, but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone. My teeth are too weak for apples, said the boy. My branches are gone, said the tree. You cannot swing from them. I'm too old to swing on branches, said the boy. My trunk is gone, said the tree. You cannot climb. I am too old to climb, said the boy. I am sorry, sighed the tree. I wish I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I'm just an old stump. I am sorry. I don't need very much now, said the boy. Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I'm very tired. Well, said the tree, straightening up herself as much as she could. Well, an old stump is a good sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down. Sit down and rest. And the boy did. And the tree was happy. The end. All right, so I really love this story because I think it's got such a powerful message. I mean, the tree is really inspiring because she just offers all her love and all the things for this boy to make him happy. And, you know, he kind of takes it selfishly and takes it for granted for much of the story. But then at the end, they just find each other again, and she's always everything that he needs. So the story is just all about love and friendship, which is always a good story to have. And I think it has a happy ending, which is awesome. I always look for that in the story. And then I just really love the illustrations that Shel Silverstein does, because it's all in black and white, and he always has this kind of cute, cartoonish look to his pictures that are really fun to watch. You know, sometimes the pictures that are not as colorful and are not as detailed are the most interesting to me. And I love how he tells his story on each of the different pages, how there's sometimes a lot of words on each page, but then not a lot. So you kind of go through a really cool experience reading this story. So I hope you liked the read aloud. It's one of my favorites. Tune in next time to see what other books I love to read. All right, bye. Thank you. All right, and one last thing before I leave. I have a student named Declan who wanted to give a shout out to one of his really good friends. So Angel, Declan wanted to give you a shout out. So everybody, if you could comment and say hi, Angel, and give him a nice shout out. We love you, miss you all. Thank you so much, Declan, and thank you, Angel. Bye, everybody.